If you leave church and don't take church outside, then I say you wasted an hour and a half of your Sunday. We say that church is not within the walls.
Every day across Memphis, a small army of Christian soldiers hits the front lines, inner city neighborhoods.
So we're going to try to give you some things to help you overcome the pressures in your world.
Their mission? To reach tens of thousands of at-risk and high-risk urban youth and help them become productive members of our community.
Young people are our future. With what's going on now in the inner cities, if we don't do something to change the trend, then our future is at risk.
Gene Fentress is part of the Urban Youth Initiative. Founded in 1993, UYI recruits, funds, and trains youth workers who are deployed through a network of churches and nonprofit groups.
They taught us a lot about being intentional, spending a lot of times wherever children are. We go to them. We don't wait for them to come to us. We're a father to the fatherless. We're a mother to the motherless.
Just by us being present in their lives shows them that someone loves them, cares for them, and wants them to succeed in life.
With an ever-growing number of locations and programs throughout Memphis, UII reaches young people through a combination of recreation, education, and religion.
We thank you for this ministry, for the people who provide the means for this ministry to exist, Lord.
Going to the club helps me to control myself when I need to.
And it's learn type of things and it's have fun with learning it.
Programs range from after-school clubs to tutoring and mentoring and summer camps.
We have club crossover where we play basketball and then we talk about the Bible. I like going there so I can learn more about God, so I can know what's right and what's wrong. So now I'm making A's and B's.
This is something that we've never had in the neighborhood. I mean, children come from all over the neighborhood and they're just excited about being there. It's giving your children positive role models to be involved with. They're learning spiritual. They're learning how to react to, the peer pressure, all kinds of things.
In addition to outreach for all youth, UII also offers programs aimed specifically at rehabilitating repeat offenders and gang members.
We basically develop a philosophy from gangs, and that's basically earning the right to be heard. A lot of the gangs earn the right to be heard. They become involved in the young people's lives. They get involved in where they are. They meet them where they are. And basically we do that by volunteering at the schools, being in the communities where they are, and actually earning the right for young people to hear us.
These children are not monsters. They're not people from Mars. These are wonderful children who've just simply come out of situations where they've been exposed to some violence and gangs and drugs and all the ills of our society. And underneath these children, who are very hardcore in many instances, these are wonderful, loving, caring children.
And at summer camps provided by UII, they get to be just kids again, while hearing a message of love and hope.
As long as you keep on hanging around zeros, you're going to become a zero. You got to find some heroes in your life who care about you, who love you, who want to see you grow and prosper.
I've seen kids get out of gangs. I've seen kids keep other kids from getting in gangs. I've seen kids that were dropping out go back, get their GED, or kids that have been struggling in school learn to read and get educated and graduate and go on to college and become responsible citizens in their community. So it works.
Before I joined the City Builders, I was gang banging. The program kept me out of a whole lot of trouble and a lot of bad things, and it brought me to God and all the good things that was going on. Now I'm going to school, doing good, making good grades and not hanging with the wrong people in life.
UII continues to develop new initiatives and expand its influence, most recently in the Latino community.
They're so intentional in reaching out to all of the youth in Memphis, and they're always, looking for new ways, not only to train us, but for us to go into the homes and go into the schools and go into the places where these kids need us.
UII offers extensive training for its youth workers, ministers, and volunteers.
They pour in lots of time and effort into training the youth workers, making sure they have the necessary tools to minister to kids.
I go there to help the kids, but I feel like I get more out of it than they do sometimes. The kids graduate and they go do something with their lives, and they come back and they say, you know what, this saved my life. And it's a pretty emotional and exciting thing to know that you can, be a part of that.
One measurement of the program's success is the fact that some of the young people whose lives were touched are coming back to help others.
That what we're doing is making a difference in that community, and I believe that one day we'll have more men and women that'll do the same thing that I decided to do, which is to come back and make a difference in their community.
And UII has now become a model for other cities throughout the U.S.
There are a lot of organizations you could give to, a lot of organizations you could volunteer your time, but this is an organization that I can tell you is changing the entire community of Memphis one youth at a time.
If you ride through any neighborhood in the city of Memphis, you will see 1, 2, maybe 3 churches on every block. And we can get just one of the churches out of that block to do what we want done, then we will touch many, many families.
We're willing to go into the communities, into the homes, into the neighborhoods, into the gang meetings, and actually talk to these people. The only thing that we're looking for is support. We're looking for people that's going to support what we do, because we're called to do this.
We can't run or move from these children. We're going to have to support them, or we're going to be in danger. Our lives are not going to, we're not going to be safe. Our communities are not going to be safe. And we can't keep investing in jails. We got to invest in children.
And when one makes an investment into the lives of young people, they are making an investment for a lifetime. You should support the ministry of the Urban Youth Initiative, because the return on the investment never stops.
Urban Youth Initiative. For kids. For Christ. For the future.